Yo, what's going on, y'all? Got New Age Plug here. Obviously, I'm Envy. What's going on? There was a recent phone call that 1090 Jake made to itsmeen, and there was a whole lot of talk about, the history of things that happened to him, the snitching allegations, and then New Age will explain to you that Zebby really does a lot of research, found out some things that were untrue about the paperwork, being fake and things like that. But then It's Mean actually spoke with 1090 Jake about New Age Plug. 1090 Jake asked if there was a way to resolve the issues. So instead of me just reacting to it and then calling New Age Plug and wanting him to do it, I got him right here. So what's up, New Age?
Hey, what's going on, Envy for Real TV? It's New Age Plug. You did it again. You already know what it is. Shout out to everybody that's watching this right now. You already know what it is. YouTube Streets Podcast. He's been very transparent with us. Even with up to a million subs, you got to respect that about his transparency with us, even with all this stuff going on.
For sure. All right, well let's jump right into Zebby. Zebby proving that the paperwork on 1090 Jake is fake. Can you tell us a little bit about your relationship with Zebby and like how Zebby kind of figures these kind of things out and that he really does do his homework?
Oh, bro, yeah. Me and Zebby are really good friends. I would say like me, AZ, Zebby are like Ronnie. We're all like best friends. Me and all the relationships are different, obviously. But I met Zebby through the Domi situation. King Domi. Um, Behind the scenes for Alan, Zebby was there. I met Zebby through Alan. Now, me and Zebby, through months, we built our relationship to where we have it at now. He is the master researcher. He can find anything. You want it? He if you do a live in your neighborhood, he'll figure out your house.
Yeah, for sure. So let's go ahead and watch that clip and listen to 1090 talk about it because he brings up Zebby and why he fucks with him. So let's go ahead and run that. Oh, I keep doing that. Sorry, y'all. I'm kind of slow with this whole recording situation, but here we go. He speaks on it for himself.
Bias or pick like I fuck with Pino. Just because I fuck with you don't mean I gotta hate on this nigga though. You feel me though, bro? Either way,
I talked to Zebby about the same shit. That's why I fuck with Zebby, because Zebby was like, yeah, everybody was saying this about a piece of paper. And Zebby fucking called the police about the shit, and they were like, the shit don't exist. And he could have just kept that under wraps and not said nothing. But instead he was like, nah, bro, that'd be some fake ass shit if I did that. But I had Rainbow had came home. He told me that he used to sell Pinot K too. He said that boy was a smoker in that bitch. But nah, Zebby was telling me that whoever the fuck it was trying to do an AI voice of me in an interrogation and all types of fucking crazy shit.
Facts. Nobody was locked up for the prison, thing. Even with K-Frog did a lot more. We can get into K-Frog. K-Frog had the phone in prison, and then he released all the footage when he got out. He had the news channel come up, and he talked to the news channel as well. Nobody gives him that K-Frog as much hard time like they do.
Yeah, for sure. Now. So a lot of people don't understand who talks to who, right? They see different personalities out there. So I just thought I would throw this in there that 1090 Jake discusses the general vibe of the behind the scenes conversation with Milk. It's just a real quick clip. Just wanted you guys to understand, like, what you see online isn't necessarily like, lights, camera, action on, and then somebody's himself. Just wanted 1090 to get to say it for himself, because this, as I was watching the video, this was very, very interesting to me. So let's go ahead and watch this real quick. It's about a 38-second clip. All right, here we go. Let's go back here real quick.
That was behind the scenes, bro. He didn't have no fucking. That's what I'm saying.
Like, it's internet, bro. I spoke to Milk. I had an interview with Milk, bro. That shit was crazy. I was surprised. I interviewed the nigga.
I've talked to so many people that Milk has talked about. we all said the same thing. Like, he's not. It's never the conversation is never like that.
Yeah.
He's not like that when you talk to him. It's just, the internet is the internet.
Yeah,
and that's how people get their bread,
Yeah,
so it's just like, even with you as far as the K-File shit, man, I just let all that shit.
Nah, you right though, bro. I mean, I probably said it 'cause I was talking to you and I got heated. This nigga about almost on my day.
That's why I brought up this wage shit. What are you?
See, yeah, it's kind of, isn't that interesting, man, to hear somebody talk about somebody that you think is so quirky? You know what I'm saying? And I had that same, I don't know if you had, I don't know about your experience, but I had that same experience. Like when Milk and I did our interview, we cut the interview off and we probably sat back in, backstage StreamYard for like 30, 40 minutes. And I was like, dude, he was like a different dude, man. He's like, hey, man, you just need to stay consistent out here. You need to do your videos, keep grinding, put the right things in the title, this and that. I was like, where's Milk at? he is very different, like 1-to-1. It's crazy. Yeah. What do you think, man? I know that you've had some dealings with him.
I'll start with 1090 on this part though, to why he's coming humble. It feels like, I think when you get a certain level, bro, once you get into a certain tax bracket and you all this success, you start looking back, and you're gonna humble up a little bit, bro. He's humbled up. He's let's go back 2 years. He would have never been that nice to talk about Milk, never.
Oh no, never. Yeah, no shit. You're right. I think once people have reached a certain success, they feel leveled out. So. I mean, I'm actually glad he said that because I never thought 1090 would say that about Milk, but that just goes to show you like how, the internet is the internet and how like things could be put aside rather than all this crazy stuff, this freaking lip boxing or this spit boxing and things like that. Like it doesn't really have to go that far because it's really cool. All right. So y'all, so I basically showed, as I said, some clips, just introducing the call, letting you know where it came from. I didn't want to jump right into the New Age thing because I wanted you guys to kind of get a vibe and a feel for the call. But New Age is right here. And this is the part of the video where I'd be like, man, it'd be cool if he was here. So this is going to make a whole lot more sense. New Age, you're here. You saw me read the thing. What do you think about y'all's beef, like in general, before we listen to the video?
Yeah, man. Listen, it started. I felt like for a long time people were bullying Big Lance, and this was back in October, and I came at itsmeen then. I challenged him to a fight. He ducked it. He wanted to focus on Lance. He focused on Big Lance, so I just stopped. I was like, okay, fine. I'm not big enough for you, I guess. Well, look at where we're at now, itsmeen. We're definitely either bigger than you or we're past you at this point. You post more than us, and you're not doing well. So we could definitely get that fight done still. But this is the thing, bro. I can never be cool with this guy again. He got so emotional of somebody hitting him up behind the scenes, just saying, hey, I said a joke to him, I was like, hey, bro, 1090 is probably watching. He probably won't say nothing. And what that did is it made 1090 want to say something, which it helped him out, at the end of the day.
Yeah, let's go ahead and listen to that, and then we'll get your further reaction. All right, here we go.
You think could resolve the situation between you and New Age?
It's not that serious though, bro. You know what it is? It's more like you was dick riding, picking sides though, boss. 1090 Dick didn't even give a fuck about you though, bro. So to me, it's like you's a goofy, you's a bozo, you's a bitch nigga right now, and I'm probably I'm trying to get off this weed shit, so my mentality's a little erratic right now. But he just did some bozo goofy shit though, Brian. It wasn't no real shit at all though, bro. It's more like, yo, bro, you're not listening to what I'm saying. You call me a dick rider, why? Because I'm giving a nigga flowers, and then when the nigga come in here say don't even fuck with you like that, you feel me? So it's just goofy shit though, bro. Listen, I'm a pussy anyway though, Brian.
Oh wow, that went right into him. That went right into him calling himself a pussy. Jesus Christ.
Wax conversation as well too, because it has something to do with race. He calls me, white boy the whole time.
Well, I mean, so basically we're going to get into, culture versus race. So what does a black person do when they grow up around white people or the white culture? Does that mean that they're supposed to report on black people? And then white people, if they grow around black people, they're supposed to grow up around white people, but culturally, they're not really qualified to speak on something that they didn't grow up around. It's kind of nobody's fault necessarily, like who they were born to, where they grew up, what color they are. They're just put into a situation. But we'll get into that. I mean, I have a couple different opinions about it, but we'll chop it up about that. Go ahead, New Age. What were you saying?
No, that's a good point of culture and race, because I think my childhood is different from Jake's. Jake, I don't know too much about if he was in poverty or nothing, but I was in poverty, bro. I just didn't end up going to prison. I had a kid at 19 and switched my life from there. I've been a juvenile. I went to a county jail, but I never been to prison, bro. And Jake, I don't know if he was in poverty or not, but you could see that from his teens until his his early adulthood. I don't know when he turned his life around, but you can see our life and our past were different. But at the end of the day, we both come from the culture. Like there's plenty of people from Sarasota, Bradenton, Palmetto that would, dude, I never not been invited to the barbecue, bro. I'm going to every fucking barbecue. White, black, Mexicans, the quesadilla, whatever, bro. I'm going.
That's what's up. So that's what we're going to be talking about in part 2. So New Age and I are out of here. We really appreciate y'all. I know this is a little bit choppy. I'm an extreme amateur at doing records. I usually am live interacting with the chat. I know some people do it a lot different, but kind of stepping into a new situation. So we definitely appreciate you. We'll be back 10-9 or New Age is going to send me that thing. You had a conversation with Whack 100 and whatnot, and we'll talk to Zebby. I'm sure 1090 you'll watch this. Milk and I are going to do an interview maybe in a couple days. So we have a lot going on. We're just bringing you into the fold right now. So stay tuned.